Have you ever wondered how they duplicate people in a scene without using a green screen? Duplicating someone in a video is actually a very simple concept. You just place the camera on a tripod, shoot multiple clips, and mask between them. But what if you wanted them touching? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can do this effect in a matter of seconds. But first, let's head to the behind the scenes of this music video. We're here on set about to shoot this music video for my homie Jimmy G. This is going to be a very, very simple music video, but we're going to utilize a lot of these effects I'm going to show you once we get to the editing portion of this video to spice this up, bring it together, make it a complete, wholesome experience for you guys to check out. We've really just taken this back to the basics though. We got a camera, we got the R5C, we're gonna use an array of different lenses. Right now we got this really cool location right here, got some nice textures to it. We're gonna shoot a couple different static shots, then we'll do the magic in post. So with this one performance take, what I want you to do is just chill. You know what I mean? Like, obviously you could turn up, but try to stay like in the same vicinity where you at. Yeah, with the other ones, we'll kind of play around with different like, different movements and stuff like that. So we just got through the first performance. Now we about to have him switch up his outfit, come back into the scene, and we're gonna film a bunch of different takes of him, different locations throughout the frame. Then in post, that's where the magic's gonna happen. Let's get it. For this next take, I want you to hop on top of here. We got a ladder though, matter of fact, so you ain't even gotta hop on top of this joint. Got you, big dog, hold up. See, the ladder. You never know when you gotta hop on somebody's head. You never know when you need high ground. You never know. You never know when high ground is necessary, you feel me? If we was on the island, we could have just built a ramp, but you know, this how it be. Hop up there, bro. I got you. A little shaky. We ain't got no insurance, so if you fall through that joint, good luck, bro. The main shots I wanted to get for this music video were these top downs, but time was running against us. The sun was setting so fast, man. We got the boom arm set up, attached the camera, and we missed it. I got like one good take before the sun was behind the horizon, and we needed about 2 or 3 more for duplications. But I decided to just film a few during Blue Hour and see what we could do with the shots in post. We are finally here at the editing. Now, we are trying to achieve a duplication of Jimmy G throughout the scene multiple times, and we're gonna do that by using rotoscoping. Now, I know what you're thinking, rotoscoping has always been a thing. YC, what are you talking about? Yes, that is true. If you use After Effects or maybe even DaVinci, I'm not even sure, you could probably always rotoscope, but with Final Cut Pro 10, you can never really do that. If you wanted to achieve an effect like this, you would literally have to film green screen, or you would have to go through frame by frame, making a shape mask or using a pen and adjust it for every single frame. And you know that that could take literally days if you're shooting a music video, because music is long. Music videos are long. They're usually anywhere from 1.5 minutes all the way up to 5 minutes sometimes. We're gonna achieve this effect using Roto AI by Motion VFX. This is an incredible plugin. The great thing about this is it utilizes AI for the tracking of the mask throughout the entire scene. So we're gonna use that right now. But first things first, the first thing that we need to do is we need to layer these clips in the correct order of how the scene should be formatted. So if I just click through these, you can see exactly how the layering is gonna be working for these scenes. So we got this one in the front, this will be the foreground, then this one will be behind that, then this one will be behind that, and this one will be behind that. So let's just first start with the foreground layer, and I'm gonna take you through the process and show you exactly how the Roto AI works. So navigate over to your effects in Final Cut Pro 10, and then we're just gonna drag the Roto AI on this top foreground layer. Once we apply it, we can see we have a bunch of different settings that we can adjust inside of Roto AI. I'm gonna briefly go over those so you guys know exactly what you're looking at. First things first, we have output. We have a couple different options here. We can see the merge mask inside of the Roto AI after we apply and create a mask. We have mask only if we only wanna see the mask. We have mask video if we want to see what this will look like when this is masked out. And then we also just have the video itself. So for right now, at this current moment, I'm gonna leave that at merge. We have precision. Now for me personally, with the music video, I want my mask to look extremely clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose accurate. If you're doing something quick and you don't really care too much about how the Roto AI is tracking your subject, you can go ahead and do fast or super fast, but this thing is fast regardless. Like, this one thing surprised me so much about a plugin like this, because I thought it would be super intensive, but on my computer, my system, it actually goes fast regardless of what I choose, so I always choose accurate. We have smoothness, shrink, expand, blur. These are all things that you can do to adjust the mask once you apply it. Then we also have invert mask and anti-alias. If you look right here on the screen, you can see we have this small toolbar right here. Now, these are the tools that we're gonna use to create and refine our mask. First things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click right here on the magic mask, and I'm just gonna start marking in on our subject Jimmy G right here. Now, this can actually be like super sloppy. You don't have to go through and make this super accurate, because the AI is actually gonna do a really, really good job of selecting him. So I'm just gonna go around his body super sloppily. I'm also gonna try to get that shadow back there because I actually want that. And I'm just going around the edges of him. Nothing too fancy. I think that's good right there. I'ma just let it go and see what we get. And you can see, this thing is pretty much freaking perfect looking. This did a really good job of selecting him. And if it didn't, what you can do is you can go in and just continue to select the areas that you need to for the mask that you're trying to create. A couple other tools here that you can utilize if you need to is if you press this little arrow, it'll bring up just the brush. So the brush is just literally gonna select whatever you tell it to select. It's not AI generated at all. We also have a magic eraser as well. This is gonna do a really great job of deselecting areas that the AI is gonna pick up that you weren't trying to select when you were doing your initial highlighting of the mask. Then you have the tracker. You can also press this arrow right here to get just the eraser, which isn't AI generated at all. This is also gonna be completely dependent on your abilities to control it and make it straight. All right, now we have the tracker. Now what we need to do now is we need to track the mask backwards and forward. So for starters, I'm gonna just go backward and see what we get. Boom. All right, so that's backwards right there. Let's do forward. All right, so the tracking is done. And one thing that I did notice throughout that tracking phase is that there were a couple weird moments where certain things inside of the mask didn't select. And I'm gonna just scrub through so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. It didn't select this white area. So what I can do right now is I can select the magic selector right here, and I can just color over that, right? AI will fill that in for me, and I can try to do the tracking again. There's no telling if it'll do it good or bad. But one thing that I can do now is I can try to track this backwards again and see if it'll do a better job at selecting this t-shirt throughout those previous frames. And as you can see, it's actually doing a better job of doing so. Now, this isn't always gonna work in my past attempts at doing it, but it's a good faith to try it. You know, that way you won't have to go through frame by frame and select that little part of his t-shirt. It's a couple more problem areas that the masking did not pick up on. Basically from here, all you need to do is select in your brush, go through frame by frame or however many frames that it messed up on, and just color that little area in. Then once you have your mask as clean as you want it to be, you just go up here to your output, change that to mask video, and this is just gonna show through to show you different layers inside of your video with the mask complete. And the process is really just as simple as that. You go through, you repeat this process for every single layer that you have, depending on how many layers of duplications you're trying to do, and you come out with something that looks like this.
Hold on, that.
We won't last, and get too close, don't know where I'll be. What's the past? Present time invested, I'll be dreaming fast. I've been on a realm they can't reach. Live and laugh, I gon' show you things they can't teach. Don't wait too long, no time and don't insist, can't get stuck in that dream. My faith too strong, I'm power alone, I know he's got something for me. My ways been long, a bumpy road, but I know there's something for me. Ain't been my wrongs, but still move on, I can't let it pop over me. Floating on a river, trying to find my way back home. I'm floating on a river, going with the flow from now on.
And the process is really just as simple as that. I think this music video turned out dope, and it was super easy for me to get an effect like this without having any knowledge on rotoscoping prior to this. Now, I know that this is a cool example of using rotoscoping with the Roto AI, but you can literally use this for thousands of different things. One of the biggest ones that come to my mind is like content creators who like to mask themselves out, throw text behind them. This can make that process really easy and simple to do. People who want to adjust colors of specific items inside of a scene, the Roto AI can do a great job at that as well, make that process super fast. For the people who use Final Cut Pro 10, I feel like this is like one of those must-have plugins because like I said, I don't personally know of a way to do this before this. And this is something that I'm gonna be using for a lot of stuff in the future, man. So this is Roto AI by Motion VFX, and this is a part of their brand new subscription, Cine Studio. Cine Studio is a complete package of plugins to help you do some advanced effect and editing techniques. A few of their amazing plugins that they have inside of the subscription are M-Flare 2, M-Puppet, M-Film Look, M-Tracker Surface, M-Tracker 3D Area, and more. So they have a 2D plan and also a 3D plan that include different plugins depending on whatever you need. Another really great thing about this subscription is that you get 14 days for completely free to try it out. So if you just want to test it out, hop in Roto AI, see how good it is. Also test out some of those other plugins included in this. You can feel free to do so right now. Also, Motion VFX is running deals throughout this entire month, heading into this holiday season. You can get 30% off of all plugins on the website right now, and you can even get more off of select plugins throughout this entire month. If you're gonna get something for Motion VFX, the time is right now. Roto AI is the future. It's something that I'm gonna be using a ton, and I'm glad that I can showcase it and show you guys what it does in this really cool music video. Are you familiar with rotoscoping? Did you already know about it? Have you tried it yet? Highly recommend you guys do so if you haven't already. Even if you don't have Final Cut Pro 10, head over, check out some tutorials inside of whatever editing platform that you're in, because this is such a powerful tool to be using, all right? I'm out, y'all. Peace. Appreciate y'all for checking out this video, man. I really do. All right, deuces.